The dawn breaks, but it brings no warmth. Only a cold, quiet light that filters through the bones of what once was a holy place. Look around. These stones, once carved with purpose and set with precision, now lie scattered and broken. They are monuments to silence. Where are the songs? Where are the prayers that once echoed from these walls? Gone. The air is heavy, not with the smoke of sacrifice, but with the stillness of abandonment. It's a profound emptiness, a space hollowed out by absence. This wasn't the work of a single night. This kind of ruin takes time. It's the slow erosion of purpose, the gradual forgetting of what this place stood for. Each fallen stone tells a story of neglect, of a connection that frayed and then snapped. People walked away long before the walls ever crumbled. They turned their backs, sought other comforts, other gods, and left this sanctuary to the wind and the dust. The quiet you feel now is the final answer to their departure. In the ancient world, a temple wasn't just a building. It was the heart of a community, the very dwelling place of their god. Its destruction meant more than just losing a structure. It was a sign of divine judgment, a visible, tangible symbol that God had withdrawn his presence. Imagine the terror and despair. The one who was meant to protect them, to guide them, had left. Their world, their identity, their faith all shattered along with these stones. This ruin is the physical manifestation of a spiritual void. The prophet Ezekiel witnessed this firsthand. He saw a vision, a heartbreaking departure. He described the glory of the Lord, the very presence of God, lifting up from the center of the city, from the temple, and moving away. It didn't vanish in an instant. It was a slow, deliberate withdrawal. First, from above the cherubim to the threshold of the temple. Then it moved to the entrance of the east gate of the Lord's house. Finally, it ascended from the city and stood on the mountain east of it. A gradual, painful exit, marking the end of an era. But even in this desolate picture, Ezekiel's vision holds a seed of hope. God's departure wasn't the final word. It was a consequence, a painful lesson, but not an eternal abandonment. His leaving was a call to repentance, a stark warning to a people who had gone astray. The emptiness was meant to make them realize what they had lost, to awaken a longing for what they had forsaken. The silence was meant to make them listen again, and that is the incredible promise hidden within the rubble. Ezekiel's prophecy doesn't end with God leaving. It continues with a promise of return, of restoration. God says he will gather his people back from the lands where they have been scattered. He promises to give them a new heart and a new spirit. He will remove their heart of stone, a heart that is hard, unresponsive, and unfeeling like these ruins, and give them a heart of flesh, one that is alive, soft, and receptive to his presence. This isn't just a story about ancient stones in a distant past. It's a story about us. How often do we build our own temples, places in our lives that we dedicate to God, only to let them fall into ruin through neglect? We get busy, distracted, and slowly the connection fades. The prayers become infrequent, the worship grows cold, and we find ourselves standing in a spiritual emptiness, wondering where the warmth went. We might not see physical rubble, but we feel the hollow silence in our souls. But the promise of Ezekiel is for us, too. Even when we have wandered far, even when it feels like we are surrounded by the ruins of our own making, God's promise of renewal stands. He is a God who specializes in turning ruins into residences for his spirit. He doesn't just patch up the old. He creates something entirely new within us. That heart of stone, heavy with guilt, indifference, or despair, can be replaced. He offers a living heart, one that beats in rhythm with his. So as we look at this scene one last time, let's not just see the despair of what was lost. Let's see the potential for what can be rebuilt. Not with stone and mortar, but with a renewed spirit and a repentant heart. The story of the temple is a profound reminder that God's presence is not tied to a building, but to the hearts of his people. The silence of the ruins can be the very thing that leads us back to the sound of his voice. This story is found in the book of Ezekiel, particularly chapter 11. I encourage you to read it and see the powerful promise of restoration for yourself. If this message has touched you, please subscribe to our channel for more content that explores the deeper truths of faith. Thank you for watching.